they'll say, "Oh, you know the Igbos, you don't trust them. The Yorubas, my sister married a Yoruba dude, one of the wife.
You got so much to
I'm
say.
sorry, he's a wife. I will say it again, he's a cornball. I want to smack.
It's not because he's Yoruba. He's a cornball off of his own.
Yoruba, right? And I remember during the wedding, that wedding, long wedding, and they were like, all the people that made speeches. It's like, okay, Juliana Onibo is marrying a Yoruba. You know how they are. And I'm like, well, how are they? And it was just a battle against Igbos and Yoruba. Everybody's like kind of roasting each other.
Right. It was literally I became older where I started to understand some of the jabs.
It was the jabs. And then when I was in Nigeria last year, they were like, we had a guy leading us around. His name was Bala. This dude is the smoothest dude I've ever met. He like pretty much runs the airport in Lagos. Yeah. They say, will you meet Bala? He will come. And then I was like, dude, this dude Bala is the Everybody knew Bala. He goes, because he's Hausa. Hausas know how to do business. If he was Igbo, you will have trouble.
That's crazy. I heard the opposite. Igbo people are the business-minded.
This dude, Hausas, they say the house. Listen, I don't listen to any of that. There's raggedy people in every, he was like Hausa, and then, but the guy that was, I went from Bala to Ifeanyi, and Ifeanyi's Igbo who ran Lagos. He was the guy that I said talk real low, and he'd be like, we'll get you the money tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I can't come.
He was plugged in.
Man, I would be in the hotel at Continental. It's in Lagos. It's a major hotel. Fancy. I'm in the hotel, and it'd be like this. Me and my cousin, and he'd be like, I said, yo, I need to change my money. Oh, how much you need? Okay, there will be somebody waiting for you. And it'd be some woman going, are you good? Are you
Godfrey?
He said, did you get the money?
I told you.
If you need it,
where do you stay? You said he was fancy for staying in Continental.
But it's just a hotel.
Or do you
I'm saying the Continental.
It's just a word name. But it's one of the major ones everybody goes to.
I thought the Echo Hotel was the
Echo?
Yeah, Echo.
No, we go to the Continental that's on not Lekki, but not Banana Island, but it's the major. It's the main. My cousin always goes to that one because she does makeup and stuff. So she goes, we're gonna help go to Continental. Everybody goes in and out of that one.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, and it's interesting to hear yours because you're a younger generation. Did you ever feel like you were too American for Africans and too Africans for Americans? Did you ever struggle with that?
That was literally my whole life story, especially in New York.
Welcome.
Really? In Brooklyn, yeah. So growing up, I was the African booty scratcher in school.
Hey!
I was the African booty scratcher, literally.
Crazy because we're generations apart, and yet
the
same exact story, the same exact name.
I feel like the generation that has it the best now is Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Okay. Because now it's like being African is cool. Even when I was younger, being African wasn't cool. It was like, you African? You's a African booty scratcher. You're a this, you're a that. So growing up, cause in my house, in New York, at home in our apartment, it was Nigeria. Because mommy spoke Yoruba. At home, we would eat Nigerian food, watch Nollywood films, literally in our apartment, it was Nigeria. It's not until I leave the apartment that I'm in New York now. Yeah. So even when I would go to school, I remember in grade school was really tough for me because there was such a dichotomy between just how I interacted at home and how I interacted at school. And then a lot of it would bleed into each other. I remember, this is a core memory for me because it resulted in so much bullying. It was music class, in elementary school, and they were teaching us about famous musicians, and we were on the Bob Marley thingy, right? And so I was so proud because I had just listened to Bob Marley at home. I was like, oh, I know this, Three Little Birds, this, that, and the third. But at home, mommy calls him Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
Right? His name is Bob Marley. So I grew up thinking that his name was Bob Marley, right? Not Bob Marley. His name was Bob Marley.
Here we go.
So it was time for class.
You said this up really wrong. Go ahead.
No, but I did.
No woman, no cry.
But I did. And they were like, oh, class, do you know who this is? Da, da, da. And I'm like, I know who it is. I'm so proud. Okay, who is it? That's Bob Marley. And then everybody was like, what? I was like, Bob Marley. It's Bob Marley, right? That's Bob Marley. They were like, what? His name is what? Bob Marley. His name is Bob Marley. Bob Marley. I was like, I'm sorry, like I didn't know. Yeah. And then just from there, like literally they would just, Bob Marley, Bob Marley. And I was just like, all right, y'all. Yeah. Okay, you know what? It's whatever. Yeah. And then that's when I was like, you know what? My parents actually did f me up in the language. Yeah. It like there was a language barrier because like even the words that we would use, like I would say words like trafficate or words like boots or aluminium instead of aluminum. You know, so because we speak British English in Nigeria,
English, yeah.
So translating that to Brooklyn, New York,
right?
Child,
that's called foil.
No, literally.
And broken English as well. And
broken English, yeah.
You have broken English where, like, so if you get the mix of it, like my parents had the mix of all of it, and so you're going to school and you're saying something and you're getting correct, you're like, oh, because it happens subconsciously. You don't know. You hear your parents speak, right? Because some of that you just pick up and you just start adopting, and then you use it in,
language is
just. Did they say Tumblr?
Yeah, Tumblr.
Well, yeah, good. Get me Tumblr or biro.
Or trousers.
Biro,
yeah.
Get me biro.
I don't know that one.
Oh, my father was like, give me biro. I was like,
drugs. Medicine was drugs.
Yeah. Drugs. Get me biro or Coke is everything. Fanta.
Fanta. Yeah, Fanta.
No, mineral. Mineral.
Did you get into fights at school?
Did I used to fight?
Yeah. Did you get into fights?
Hell yeah. In Brooklyn?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Really?
You were scrapping with other chicks?
Like.
Oh, wow.
No, I needed to. I was the African booty scratcher. It was either die the African booty scratcher or learn how to like throw some hands.
Did you have your darts with you?
And then they did used to make those jokes. They did used to make those jokes. Yeah, or like the swinging on the vines. I used to have kids who used to ask me, oh, in Africa, I know you don't have like school buses. So do you have like a school giraffe that you guys would go on?
Damn,
and I would be like, yeah.
Giraffe.
I got the school giraffe. We used to fight who could be on the top of the neck, who could sit on his head.
Did you? So you leaned in on it the other way.
Yeah, because at a point in time, it was like, all right, these questions are just ignorant.
We ride elephants to school. Tell them we do that.
And the rhino?
Yes, we have elephants. We go.
I wish I would have actually thought about that because I was the same way where I try to fight for it. You know, you're constantly going out there and you're fighting for it and just trying to. And then it's like, yes, I'm African. And, you try to really kind of just hammer it down, hoping that they would buy into it and going, but I never thought about just doing it the opposite way, just feeding into the ignorance.
I was like, if you believe it, then yep.
But I remember one time I shut people down. They were making fun of me, going in on me, African. I was like this. At least my last name is the only one that's different than all of yours.
Ooh.
If I say Jackson, you all turn around. I don't.
Williams.
So I'm the real original.
Did they do the clicking thing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's South Africa. That's
the
Koso tribe, right? Yeah.
That's the Kosa. The Kosa.
With the X.
What was the name of that movie? There was a movie back in the day.
The Gods Are Crazy?
The Gods Are Crazy. Yeah. Oh, man. When that came out, oh, my goodness.
And that's where
literally is that what made the clicking go crazy?
That's the genetic link to Asian people. To the Asian race is the Khoisan people because they look like Black Chinese. But it's been traced, that's where Asians come from.
Wow.
The Asian face is from Africa, South Africa. They're the oldest people on the planet.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We call them San people.
They got the round face,
yeah, they look like Black Chinese people.
Yeah, literally.
Yep, the Bush people, Bushmen, yeah.
That's another 154 conversation in the books. We are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your voice in the comments. This is 154.